Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I'll be sharing everything to do with success. So that's financial success, physical well-being success, mental well-being success, and also marital success and whatever manner of success we think of, we share on this channel. If you're just joining or if you've just stumbled on this page, please click below this video. There's a subscribe button. Please click that to help the channel grow and for us to get to reach more people and share ideas with them. And if you're watching this video, I think you'll end up enjoying and liking it. So please click the like button at the bottom. And also at the end of the video or at some point in the video, you can drop a comment. You can comment on the fact that you've enjoyed the video, or you can drop a comment asking a question, or you can drop a comment challenging some of what I've said. Just drop a comment if you've got something on your mind. And let's dive in. Today I'm going to touch on the subject or the topic of relationships. And myself, I'm married. I've been married for a good number of years now and recently celebrated a wedding anniversary, and that got me thinking around the journey so far. What have I learned and what knowledge can I pass on to maybe someone just about to go on that journey? So that's what I'll be covering today. I'll try and keep it short and sweet. If you're not married, here are some things to consider or some things to look out for before getting married, especially if you're already maybe in a relationship, you're dating a guy or dating a girl, and it's moving forward and it's moving towards a potential wedding, marriage, and sort of a future together. So here are some things to watch out for, and maybe red flags to maybe address or act as a guidance for you to think maybe this is not for me, or maybe this is going to be trouble later down the line. So let's dive into it. The first one is, if the person you're in a relationship with always wants to spend time with you. So I'll look at it from a girl's perspective. So you're a girl, you're dating a guy, and he wants to spend 24 hours with you non-stop. And that could be romantic. That could be seen as, oh, he's so lovely, he wants to be with me all the time. He will leave his friends for me. That can sound very exciting early on. However, that could be dangerous, because what that signifies is this guy has nothing going for him. Because if he has something going for him, he would want to spend time on other things. He would want to spend time with his friends, family. If he loves going to the gym or any activity he enjoys doing, he wants to spend time on those things. However, the fact that he wants to spend all his time with you means he's got nothing else going for him, and that is a massive red flag. Because once you get married, what that means is you want to go do something, he says no, or if he doesn't use the hard no, he then guilt trips. He goes into this guilt tripping of please don't leave. If you go do something, or if you want to go to Paris with your friends, for example, he's then begging you or making you not go, because he's got nothing going for him. He wants you to be in a similar situation to him. So watch out for that. It may seem exciting, it may seem romantic, that he's always available anytime you call him. He says, oh yeah, come over. Anytime you tell him to come over, he says, yeah, I'm on my way. However, that could be dangerous later. Point number two. Point number two is very similar to point number one, and it's if this guy has no interest in anything. Sports, not interested. Traveling, not interested. Developing his career, not interested. The only thing he says he's interested in is you. That is a red flag. Again, may sound exciting early on. However, this person is going to give you problems later, because he would then want you not to be interested in anything either. He will want you to just focus your attention on him, just the way he's trying to focus his attention on you. And that could be dangerous and lead to problems later down the line in that marriage. So point number three, if you're with someone that has no opinion, so you ask him about something, he says, I don't care too much, whatever you say, I'll go with whatever you say. Again, that can sound exciting. You can tell your friends, oh, he lets me do whatever I want. He's so easy. It's so easy to get to get on with. It's so easy to have a conversation with. However, that could be dangerous, because what that means is you don't know where this guy stands on anything. You don't know if he's here or here, because he's just in the middle. He's just lolling until the day he shows you his true colors. And then you think, oh, I didn't know you were like this. And you'll be like, well, I've never really told you what I'm like. because he's never, anytime you ask him anything important, for example, what are your views on abortion? He's like, oh, I don't care too much. What are your views about this? Oh, I don't care too much. What are your views about Democrats or Republicans? Oh, I don't care too much. And even on serious life matters, what are your views around maybe your kids, getting being religious or following Christ or being Muslims? Like, oh, I don't care too much. They can do whatever they want. That is worrying. And as I said, that could be exciting early on during your dating years because then it's easy. But later on in life or later on in the marriage, if you progress into marriage, that could be a massive problem because then at some point he's going to start caring, and his views may be very different from your views, and that could be massively catastrophic. Point number 4, if there are things he currently does and he tells you, oh baby, don't worry, I'll change once we get married, he's lying. Things will not change. In fact, things will not change for the better, it's probably change for the worse. I mean, statistics has shown that the best time in a relationship is really during courtship, because that's when the guy is trying to woo the girl and the girl is trying to woo the guy, and they are going all out. So if this guy is not wooing you at this stage, he's not going to be wooing you after your wedding day. So things won't get better. Let me summarize it that way. And I'm not saying things don't get better in relationships. I'm just saying if there's no effort being made early on in the relationship before marriage, there will be even less effort made after marriage, because at that point you're married and then other things are coming into the picture, maybe kids, career really takes off, lots happening. So watch out for that when guys tell you, oh, don't worry baby, I'll change once we get married, I'm just waiting for us to get married and I'll show you my true color. That true color may be horrible. In fact, actually, that true color may be the fact that he'll just keep doing what he's doing, or it's going to get worse. Red flag when they say, I'll change after wedding, because they'll likely not change, or they'll change for the worse. Point number 5, similar values. This may seem old school, however, very important. If you don't have similar values, and when I talk about values, I don't mean religion, I don't mean ethnicity, I mean just you believe in similar things, you believe in fairness, you believe in giving. I mean, something as simple as giving or not giving is really important in a relationship. If you don't have similar values, that could be really catastrophic later on in the relationship, because you're being pulled in different directions. Again, there could be a bit of religion in it, there could be a bit of ethnicity in it, there could be a bit of cultural beliefs in it, but fundamentally, if you have different value system, what this person values is not what you value is not what this person values. However, you're on this high, this high of, oh, I love him so much, all these things don't really matter, these things just work themselves out. You're in for some rude awakening. So ensure the person you're with has values similar, broadly aligned to yours, not 100%, but broadly aligned, because it's just going to make your life that much easier in the marriage. Point number 6, if you're dating a guy and he doesn't inspire you, doesn't push you, doesn't encourage you. So for example, maybe you've got, I'll use an example, you've got a degree and you're thinking of doing a master's to get somewhere, and he's saying, oh, don't worry about it, why do you want to bother yourself doing a master's? That's a red flag, because some guys, based on some stories I've now heard, now that I'm married, some guys are very insecure and they would rather hold down their partner to ensure that partner doesn't succeed more than them. I can't get my head around this, but this is true. I would want my wife to succeed so much. If she has more money than me, that's more money for us to use to ball and live large, So, but some guys don't see it that way. They want to be the main earner, or they want to be the most successful in the marriage. So if you're with someone that doesn't push you, and in fact that tries to hold you back and says, oh, you don't need that, why are you trying to study so much, or why are you trying to get that job, why are you trying to do this, that is a massive red flag, because it's going to get worse after marriage. Because once you're in a marriage, you're responsible to each other, and this guy would hold you down heavily to the point where the marriage could break. So if you're someone that's not pushing you, I mean, not just not holding you down, not pushing you. Someone that is not, if you're, if he's not telling you, hey babe, I saw the opportunity, maybe you should go for it. Or hey babe, there's this course you can do, and it will get you here. If your guy is not doing that, you should be challenging him that, oh, why are you not pushing me a bit? However, if he's even on the other end of the spectrum where he's trying to hold you back, massive problem, and again, future catastrophe. So something to watch out for. And point number 7, if you're someone that does not like your family, you're in trouble. This is really important. Massively important, because your family is part of your makeup, isn't it? It's part of your DNA. And you can say, oh, we're in love, it doesn't matter, as long as it's my new family now, my old family doesn't matter. Maybe that's true, and again, maybe I don't know it all. However, you're better off just being someone that gets on with your family. And if there's any issue, it's best to try and resolve those issues before you get married, because once you get married, it's only going to get worse from there. So hopefully you're someone that gets on with your family. If you're with someone that has an issue with your family, try and resolve that issue and try and get things cleared up before you get married, because once you get married, it will only get worse from there, or it will remain that way. And that will definitely affect you in one way, shape, or form. No matter how tough you are, it will affect you if your husband it does not have a good relationship with your mom or your dad. I mean, that will affect them as well, because then they'll feel like, we've lost our daughter. So definitely something to watch out for. And you ask yourself, why does this guy have an issue with my parents, to the point where maybe he can't forgive them? If it's a case where your husband or your partner, your boyfriend cannot forgive your parents, or they've done something to him, and or he thinks they've done something to him and he doesn't want to forgive them, then you should ask yourself, is this the person I want to marry? Someone that does not have a forgiving spirit, because a day is coming, you'll be the one that won't be forgiving, and catastrophe. So I think catastrophe is the title. I think I'm going to title this video catastrophe. So another one to look out for. There are general things that people share when they talk about this topic around things to look out for. Is it patience? Is it about? I intentionally didn't touch on those because those are standard. So I intentionally touched on all these other ones that people don't really touch on, like him not inspiring you, him wanting to spend all the time, all his time with you, him not interested in anything else. They may seem very subtle, they may seem like non-issues, but there will be massive issues later, because ultimately when you get married, you want to enjoy your life. You want to enjoy your life with your husband. At the same time, you want to enjoy your life with your friends, your family, your work colleagues, and you want a guy that gets that. But if you're with a guy that doesn't get that, that believes once you're married now, we should be spending 24/7 together. Now that we're working from home, then I should be seeing you 24/7 because I love you. It's going to choke you to death. I mean, hopefully not literally, but it will choke you in one way, shape, or form. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm happy to hear opinions or disagreements or encouragements. And please, if you haven't, at the bottom of the screen, subscribe, like, comment. If you think someone needs to see this video, click the share button and share it to them. And I hope you continue to enjoy your life. I hope you continue to make the most of being alive. And look out for the next video. Thank you.